Disclaimer: the information and education material contained herein is meant to promote the general understanding and dialogue of GAN's processing. Such information is not meant or intended to serve as a substitute for a healthcare professional's clinical training, experience, or judgment. For patients and individuals, such information is not to be a substitute for professional medical, therapeutic, or healthcare advice or counseling. For medical issues or concerns, including decisions about medications and other treatments, readers, viewers, listeners should always consult their physician or, in serious cases, seek immediate assistance from emergency personnel. Prescription information, procedures, and use of medical devices information should be undertaken only by properly trained and certified medical personnel. We specifically disclaim any warranties, express or implied, including implied warranties of merchantability or fitness for a particular purpose. Such information is provided, as is, and is believed to be accurate at the time of its publishing, but it is the viewer's job to evaluate the accuracy of any information found in this presentation. Every case presented is of their own experience, applied by themselves for themselves, and it applies to their case only. Every person experiencing health problems should seek professional medical advice and consult their course of treatment with a doctor. The processes of plasma balancing described herein are a natural process which supports the body but does not replace medical advice or therapies one is already subject to.
It's time for change to move into the real work of the universe. And it's time to understand that we use the matter state to reach the level of understanding of the soul of the man. Now you understand maybe why the Creator has sent His messengers in the name of whatever you have had. Is that they bring the ears, that it can be used when the time of the Messiah comes. They can teach the soul and the message, not to oppose, but by them understanding through those who have become messiahs, to give from their souls to these to elevate, the job is made easy. The school is there and the students are devotedly there. Then there won't be any fight between what they call the Muslims and the Christians. The lamb and the lion will eat and sleep in the same nest. The Christians and the Muslims will sleep and pray in the mosque and in the same church in the name of their souls, not in the name of religion that is used to create so much conflict for the benefit of those who were the hyperactive children. The time has come, the time of change is here. And as I said, my wish is my command. If it's your wish to see peace, the path of peace is laid very clearly. It's the soul of the collective awareness. By giving will create that position of change. No other thing. There is no pen in the soul of the man. And I'm sure once you go into the universal community, you will never see anything written but the balance of the fields of the soul of the existence. Try to be humble enough not to become arrogant in the power that you have understood and you possess. Otherwise, you'll fall in the same path of the church and the mosque. This is what we promised, and this is what we have delivered. We have to understand the operation of the soul, and we have to understand the soul of the man is a star in the cosmos of the universe. If we compare the soul of the man and many of us, 7 billion in one collection, Earth is like a galaxy with so many stars. When we look in the depth of the universe, we see galaxies with hundreds of millions of stars in it. So is the planet Earth. It carries 7 billion beautiful stars, which are the soul of the man. Carries with it soul of so many trillions of animals, plants, and everything else. So if you look, when someone who does not see the physicality of the earth and its content, what do they see? They see a galaxy with so many beautiful lights shining, each one according to their strength, each one according to their position. An infant has a beautiful soul, so has the old man. To those who do not see the physical dimension of this planet, but they see the strength of the field, we are clusters of stars. The human race, every single soul, no one from a distance sees that's the soul of a fisherman, that's the soul of the cosmologist, that's the soul of the president. They all shine irrespective of the physicality. This is the magic. This is what the new science has to bring to man. When we look to our soul, we see nothing but a star in the other souls. And this is the break. This is the understanding. This is what all these teachings are about. Coming to mature to the next level, to understand in the deep space, the universe is the oyster for those souls who serve. Then man is ready to go into space. Then man is ready to become part of the universal community which has been promised. I never promised you heaven. I always promised you the elevation of the man to join the family. And now you have the key. It's you who has to open the door to understand, if I can raise the soul of these people or millions of other souls, that the physical life on this planet changes, then I'm worthy to be part of the universal community. To be there to serve, to expand. To be there to be part, that in the cycle of life of universe, I become, in being part, I become part of the totality. When man reaches that point, a new dimension in the strength of the soul of the man will appear, which is beyond imagination of understanding of the physical life. It's the gate to the opening of the new life, in a new dimension, which is beyond imagination of what you might call a new beginning, a new cycle, which that cycle carries with itself the origin of the creation of life in the universe and in the universe. It's the elevation of the soul to serve become the key, not a throne of the physical life. The time is right. The time has come for the man to go through this process.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 243rd One Nation, One Planet, One Race for World Peace and Justice here on Tuesday, October 11th, 2022. This is a broadcast of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute Education Department, part of the Public Teachings in English. My name is Rick Crammond. I'll be one of the hosts today, along with Mark and John as co-hosts. And I think we're ready to begin today's workshop. So let's get the document ready and we can begin. With members of the Universal Council, I forgot to mention.
Thank you, my dear Rick. Thank you so much. Always, my dear. So here, welcome, my beautiful souls. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the beautiful energy of one planet, one nation, one race for justice and world peace. Welcome, welcome, Suswagatam to the beautiful energy of knowledge seeker, truth seeker of Keshe Foundation, Spaceship Institute. Welcome to the beautiful energy of universal souls. Welcome to the beauty, and totality of all that is love in existence. So here I want to say, I want to present a quote from a famous poet or a lover, Jalaluddin Muhammad Rumi. According, if you are quiet enough, you will hear the flow of the universe running through you. You allow you to immerse with the energy. It is the portal. Then it is the portal. Quiet your mind. Allow the flow of become. Allow the flow and become one. So here is, this is so beautiful. Quietness for us is peace. You know, when we say quietness, it is peace, peaceful. And how we attain this quietness, how we set the mind in a way not to work and indulge in this quietness. So this quietness is peace, of course, in every level. When you get this understanding, eliminating, understanding the obsolete form of abusive energy, or removing from you what you don't want, receiving the beauty and totality, that is when you attain this quietness level by level, or I can say peacefulness level by level, and become a giver, you know. Then you become a giver. You understand what is you. And then here I will say that the quietness comes when we say the loud thing, you know. If there is quietness, what is the loud? The loud is the playground now and the players. How can you understand? Is a competition you are in? Is a horse race? Or a soldier to get killed or to kill? Or this mindset of victory? What is a victory now? There is no enemy. These are all betrayers of each other, you know. And when you say that this is a flag of my nation, then the division comes out like that. So here we have to be in this quietness of understand, do we need a flag like this of a nation, so that we divide this in a way mentally, I will say. In the mental form, we use this level, the borders, but in the cosmos, there is no border. There is always oneness. We can cross everywhere, go everywhere, as our flight system, you can see in the live broadcast. So beautiful. So Jalaluddin Muhammad Rumi, he said the quietness is peace. Peace is always necessary as we attain after so long. This is not written in the book. This is your heart and soul. And the portal is open of the within, the soul. And the soul understand that this physicality is not wasting. It is understanding what is the need of this situation. So I will say that even the quietness is very simple, if you say so. There is no need of any meditation like that. Or I mean, I want to say that yes, meditation is good. something is, but quietness attains you. You understand this quietness by by keeping peace with you in level of understanding, eliminating, depleting, receiving, like that, and what you don't need, that should be eliminated. And you understand what is the playground and the players, who are the parasites. You don't live with the parasites anymore. So this is the energies you have to understand. And when you understand, there is no war, there is no political game, there is no chaos anymore. So, and of course, these illusions must go away. We are so loud in this that everything we manifest is according to this war, according to the love they said, like that, or these are my friends. You should be friend with them. Why should we? Why should we do that? So we can be friends with a tree. We can be friends with dogs, cats. So here are the manifestation that, and a human being should always be friend with a human being. Why is this so? So this starts everything. We have to understand the condition and to be in the quietness and see when we in the quietness and peace, as we say, the soul comes in and asks you what you need, my dear. I am here. And thus the universe flows within you. And you can hear that. So here are these beautiful words from the great poet Rumi. And I will read this beautiful words. Through the beauty of the soul of diversity of all of the languages spoken on planet Earth, all souls are as equal and all are as creators as they are created in the image of the Creator. So this is the form that we exist and we should exist. If we understand this physicality, which we are coming in, the healthiness we are attained. Well, I will say after so much, after eons, with these simple cups of light. Can you imagine? So this is so simple. We are simple naturally. We have not, don't have to manifest anything like that. It is our joy. It is our inner joy that understands the universe. Not somebody says like that, So thank you, my dear one, for listening. Thank you so much. Salam, namaste, salute. Rick, can we go to the next slide? Here are the wishes, as wishes are always there. We are here or not, the wishes will be there, always. So always, forever, my dear ones. These are because this came out of the mother's heart and soul. So I will say, Mark, my dear Mark, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Oh, Mark, I invite you to read the wishes. Can you?
Sure.
With your beautiful voice.
Okay.
Okay.
We, the Universal Council, wish through our heart and soul to elevate the souls of all world leaders to take positions to negotiate in peace for all souls that exist. I never could imagine we could bring the change through our souls, or maybe I did in a way. I was always pushing in the matter state for cooperation, collaboration among nation states with treaties, agreements, documents signed, and this and that, never realizing, even though I was wishing for it, I never realized how powerful it was. So this is the way we're going to start working, or we are working now, as we saw earlier today, where we can actually bring the change through the energies that are within our own system, our own reactor, our own star, and spread those fields to influence and change the position of others. So it's a very beautiful way of working, as Mr. Keshe said. The plasma, working with the plasma is the easy work. Working in the matter state takes a lot of energy and it's hard work. So I much prefer working through the souls, which we all have this capability to be able to bring the change. And I think that's what the Wind Center is all about and creating these satellites, and probably a lot more that I'm not even aware of, but I'm glad to be part of this change, finally, to start to see the beginning of the changes on this planet.
Yes, my dear Mark, thank you for your beautiful words. We are present. And I will also say that we are also glad that we are here. Even we are here understanding the communication of the soul. This is so beautiful, you know. Well, I will say the plasma love is the interaction in this time of change, and this is happening. And we don't need, maybe well, time is here, but sometimes after we don't need these earthly currencies. So plasma love will be the interaction point of every being from everywhere. So here is the beautiful wish read by dear Mark. Thank you, my dear Mark. And Rick, can we go to the another wish? Yes. Mark, can you read this?
Sure. We, the Universal Council, wish for the event in Linz, Tuesday and Wednesday, that the Keshe Foundation will show the way for the start of a new beginning for humankind. And yes, we've seen this today, the beginning of it, at least starting. The couple of the world leader souls, I think, were present there, and we got to work with them a little. Again, on the energy level, not talking to them physically, having them agree to something or anything, just by touching their souls, elevating and nourishing their souls. And as we say, our wish is our command.
Thank you, my dear Mark. We are present. Yes, of course. Thank you. And we can go to the next slide. Beautiful wishes always come true. These are the world leaders. Well, I will say that any leader from anywhere must understand that this leadership is of this physicality doesn't matter in the unicos, in the way the universal civilization is merging. So they have to be like, you know, spiritual. They understand the spirituality of the, well, we are all the bloods are red, you know. This is the spirituality we have, so high. So they have to understand, they are understanding, some are, but it depends whether they, whether they will say the truth. And well, the truth is very necessary for the awakening of the whole humanity. And it is awakening in a way. A universal kind of energy is here. So it's awakening anyway. People are questioning, people are not believing the mainstream channel. But I will say, elevate these, these leaders, because there is no such thing as leaders or politicians or a king or a god like that. You know, we are all similar. And this will happen when we see these space cities. Everybody has an access to everything. This is the service of the universal creator. We are so, well, fortunate, I will say. And we have to understand that because of this soul communication, many will elevate and come with us, and they will understand there is no pain, there is no hunger, there is no suffering anymore. These world leaders are like you and me. So I will say that it is about all of us now. They are all of us too. So they have to do what they have to do. Talk in peace, come in peace, walk in peace. There is no race anymore. There's a race and so vulgar that everybody is competing everybody. It is walking together in peace. They have to understand, these world leaders. Enough mayhem has been created, and this time, no joke. So here, I will say, anybody wants to say anything about the leaders, or about the thing, about the view you have? You are welcome so much.
Perhaps a little bit I can add. this is Mosfeq speaking. The leaders. Today's our meeting earlier about the flight system was interesting because we were directly involved in contacting some two of these leaders. So Rick, I remember Rick mentioning about Mr. Putin, but before Rick mentioned, I'm curious how many of you thought about Putin at that before it got mentioned. Was it a choice that of many of us that Rick spoke about, or something we didn't say but thought about? In a way, similarly, when the Pope's turn came, although it was not mentioned that it was Pope, how many of us thought about that it was Pope? Anyway, this is something to consider. We may not have to even mention by words. I mean, we know. And in the end, these leaders, their souls, we of course have our utmost respect, like we respect any other soul. But our destination is farther from these leaders. We are aiming for the world peace and the change in the world environment for all of us. And these souls, we are just welcoming them to participate with us in that process. We are elevating them to participate with us. And there is the time for blame game, or time for, judgment day, or whatever that may be, is over. We are aiming for the positive future, or positive state of being for, is it our neighborhood? Is it our country, the planet? Maybe it's something more. Anyway, I just wanted to say a few things. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear Moshfik. So beautiful words you always say. The quietness begins. Yes, of course, the beyond needs soul communication. Well, can we say the beyond? But the beyond is here. We are crossing the line. And this crossing the line creates this equality in a way. So in the cosmos, everything is equal. Nothing is more and nothing is less. So thank you, my dear Moshfik. Thank you so much. So anybody else want to share something about this this way of the process is going on, or I will say beauty and totality. Can anyone have any share to do? Yeah, thank you.
Hi, I'm Diane.
Thank you.
Just looking at the pictures, I just noticed Mitra. You have written Mitra above the Pope's head on the hat. Could you elaborate? I think that's the right word. Explain more about that. Is that the soul that's above our head? The plasma above our head? Okay, I'm gonna be quiet, but that's just my question. Why that's written there, Mitra? Thank you.
Diane?
Hello. Hello.
Okay. Hello, Jaku. Hello.
No, this is Jefferson. Hello, everyone.
Oh, Jefferson. Hello, my dear.
Yeah, Universal Council members, Rick, everyone. It's always a pleasure to be with all and everywhere. And this I would like to answer that I was posted in this chat. When I was studying about these leaders, when they were born and the way they lived, the time they were born and the environment that was happening. And I found this curiosity. The name of the Pope's hat, this is Mitra in Portuguese. So I made this montage of pictures just to bring to our group in Brazil for us during our intention, as Mr. Keshe said, and gave these names. And I just put it just like as a curiosity. Why the Pope's hat? It's called Mitra. In some languages, Mitre, and Portuguese is Mitra. And I was just wondering why it puts in his head above of him. And maybe it's a way that he's given the idea what is above of him, and maybe what is below the Vatican, St. Peter's church, that we know that is over a temple of Mitra. So that's why it's written Mitra there. But it's just for to share the knowledge, the coincidence of the name of that hat. And that's it. I would like to add the question that was made, and I was going to bring here as well. Thank you. Thank you all.
Hello, hello, Jefferson. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. Jefferson, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, yes, Rita.
Oh,
I can hear you well.
Thank you. Thank you. For me,
pleasure.
you know, for me, thank you, Jefferson, for sharing. For me, the cap the Pope has in his head, and this is Mitra, because you know when as they are standing on the temple of Mitra, or what the energy of Mitra, they are also fearful about it, you know, and but they do all the mayhem, but still they are fearful. And also to take this Mitra cap, what has happened is they manipulate, they misinterpret everything, like they are the follower of Mitra, even we are Christian and all, or Hindu and all, or whatever, but they are the Mitras. The Mitra is there, and when we say the Mitras came, and again the Pope will came forward, like that. They have created this background, you know, as when the swastika was used by the Hitler as a symbol. Here in our ancient scriptures, swastika is a symbol of peace, the wheel, the way of life, living, civilization, not like a war-mongered flag or people, those who kill people. No, no, no. But then when we say about anything about swastika, the symbol of swastika, only the war and the Ku Klux Klan and these came out. So these are the misinterpretation of them, and they are wearing this truth veil with all the lies. And even we understand the truth, again the Pope will focus that here I am. They see that cap, it is a Mitra cap. Here in India, a few days ago, the goddess festival of goddess Durga was going on. Shakti Puja, the Puja of strength. They worship out of fear this goddess, because she have all the power, the strength to deplete, to create, you know. They understand that. And all the men worship. No women are allowed. And then the most disrespectful they do and suppress and kind of, you know, extortion the women here. All that, even a birth of a child, a girl child, is so bad. Even hearing, many in India, they bury the girl child alive. So here are the manipulation stage, as I know that here the goddess and goddess festival is going, and all the men are worshipping, so much ritual, and then the goddess was tortured, killed every day. So I will say that these are the manipulations they have done. They have to have the truth, veil of truth, with all the lies they have. So in a way, as a soul being, we know most of them are beautiful. But then in the physicality, they have to conduct their in the ethos of the universal creator, in the universal unified field, that the conduct would be understood by the soul. And they know the universal unified field and the ethos. There is no time for fear anymore, manipulation anymore, whether it's the Pope or whether it's a priest or a Brahman or whoever. So I will say, Jefferson, that this is I have been revolution. I have my soul revolutionized because of this torture of women in India. We are so suppressed, but I'm not saying that men are. My father was a man, and he always encouraged us. Beautiful. He always call us mother. Oh, my mother, come please. But then the society is like this. If the Pope is wearing this hat, then he is appreciating Mitra and all the Mitra thing. But then he's disrespecting her. He's disrespecting the creator by misconducting everything. So in a way, we are elevating their souls, whoever it is. There is no religion anymore. There is no existence of religion. We are in the path of peace and came from several way. That is the way. There is so goodness in this, So Jefferson, Diane, this is my point of view. I mean, hello, Diane, Jefferson. Is that okay? I will say this is my.
Yes.
Well, thank you for your understanding. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
But
Thank you so much.
I'm still confused. Like isn't Mitra the soul of physicality? Isn't that in our heart? Yes, but when we go to this religion, this priest, they are decorated so much like this, Even you see see a Brahman here worshipping the goddess, you can see his melodrama, all the melodrama, all the eyes and it's bulging out and all. You will laugh. So here they are like this, and they have to change in a way. So thank you for sharing also. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless us, everyone.
Oh, of course. Thank you, my dear. So there are many things that should come out, and you have to understand the point of view you are focusing in, like the Book of Peace, War and Peace, and the victory and the victorious. These are manipulations, Always they have suppressed people like that. But then we are elevating in a way. So thank you for being here. Anybody else want to say something about this? You are welcome, my dear.
Sweet as Jefferson, again, thank you very much for your view. And I have studied as well about the swastika. As you said before, the symbol, it's used to be a very pure symbol from the Aryans in the beginning, and the Persian people with the people from India as well, and they took that and they made the swastika as a bad symbol, as you explained it for us. And I understood when you made the comparison with the Mitra's Pope hat. And the only thing that I can think, we elevate their soul without expecting anything back. We give the best energy, they will get in balance, and they will find the place so they can help us to help the whole humanity and the beings in this planet. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my dear Jefferson. Of course, of course. If you are wearing a hat, understand what is Mitra. You have to understand that. That is the way you elevate. Thank you, Jefferson. Thank you for listening. So we can go to the next slide, my dear Rick. Here, my dear beautiful souls, the moment of silence have came. And as we say, quietness. This is so much needed. And I will say it is today. It is not for 1 minute. Today is for 5 minutes, as it's a soul demand from beautiful souls. So we are always elevating. And moment of silence, as Team Brazil also doing this beautiful team for the elevation. There is a 5 minutes. We will silent about 5 minutes for the elevation of the soul of the 5+1 peace negotiators, the soul of the IAEA, all souls working for peace in Vienna, the soul of humanity, the souls of the world leaders and religious leaders of planet Earth. So the silence begins from now. Thank you so much. 5 minutes. Thank you, my dear beautiful souls. Thank you for being here. And this is the way we elevate the souls that need our services, you know. And thank you for being here with the responsibility of beauty and totality, of peace and love for all that exists. So we are here with all, on behalf of all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Rick, can we go to the next slide? Here is One City, One Center, my dear one, the cities of love and light. And is Stefan, yeah, Stefania.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Welcome, my dear.
Can you hear me properly?
Yes, yes.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yes, for One City.
Could it be better what happened today to have this demonstration, what is all about. So today, I think we learned the fact that now the game has changed. The rule of the games are changed. We're learning how we can govern by the soul, by the collective soul of all of us. And in do so, now the leaders is relevant with the leaders, because today we learn, we practiced how can we collectively make our wish, and then once we made our wish, we see we can direct connect to the leaders, and collectively we make this wish, and then the leader will bring to action. So we can see how through collective wish, then we can see the action for the leader in society. So this is a new way. So no needs anymore, like Mr. Keshe said, or doing demonstration or doing wars, no needs of wars. Now collectively, by the soul level, we can direct and influence and change the world and make a difference the way we collectively wish. So we can understand now the power that we have in each one of us, and now we're learning how to use it together. So I was very excited today. So it was brilliant. So we practiced with Putin. I personally, I did felt a strong connection, like if we were in the machine. And in my personal experience, when we were trying to elevate Putin, my heartbeat started changing, and I felt these a lots of feelings and sensations. So to me, it was a very new and learning experience. Unfortunately, with the Pope, I was distracted, so I didn't understood who we're supposed to elevate. So I was just elevating without thinking who was. So I missed the boat with that one. But it's a practice. It's a practice that we do collectively to learn how we can make the world in a better place and how we have the power. So yeah. So that is the One Planet, One Nation, One Race into action. And I noticed as well that when we were live, because each one of us were connected, like if we were all mobiles, I can see also how can we together, we're very strong. So it was very learning experience. Today I learned a lot, and it was very new for me here, the experience of this lady. That the example of the transmutation, when she saw the first light and the first soul going, and then the second soul, and I'm not going to stay repeated because you heard it, but for me that one was very useful. It was very learning experience to understand how the transmutation was happening. So now it's more clear in my head. in my head how, because Mr. Keshe said, this it's how we all gonna experience the transmutation. So today was like an example of what's gonna happen next. So we're gonna learn how to use a different way of transportation. So it was very exciting. So I hope you enjoy as well. So I don't know if anyone want to add anything, but for me today was a lot information about how one city, one center works, and also one planet, one nation, one race works. So in action. So if anyone want to add anything, please do.
Thank you, my dear Stefania. Thank you so much for your beautiful words. Yes, if anyone wants to say anything, share anything, please do. Welcome. Well, I want to say that, yes, of course.
No, please do. I was gonna say next slide because I know it was a very long day, so maybe everyone is cooked for the day.
Yes, I know.
So I will just say the next slide, but please do. Please say what I interrupt.
Oh yes,
you,
of course. No, yes, of course. We can go to the next slide, my dear. Of course. Rick, can we go to the next slide? Thank you, my dears. Thank you. Flowing, repeated through. Anybody has to say anything about this? Well, we can skip it today. As Liliana, are you the presenter of this slide? Is Liliana here?
Hola, Shweta.
Hola, Liliana. Is it this is your presentation, my dear?
Bueno, John, ¿estás por ahí?
Oh, yes.
I've got the video ready to go if you want to.
Yes, es de, solamente que no es mía, es de Ángel Antonio Uscanga.
Sí, ¿qué crees que te traduzca?
Es que Shweta piensa que esa es mi presentación, pero esa presentación la hizo Ángel Antonio para el grupo hispano. Nada más aclararé. Gracias, John.
Liliana didn't do this presentation. It was done by this other couple that Liliana mentioned.
But
¿Cuál es el nombre de esta gente? ¿Me lo puedes repetir?
Ángel Antonio Uscanga.
Antonio and Angela Uscanga.
Oh,
they
beautiful.
made this
we can play this
video. Pardon?
Oh, thank you, Antonio. Thank you so much.
Okay, I guess we can go ahead and play it then. It's about 3 minutes, so okay.
Beautiful, beautiful, very beautiful video, and so much light and love. Thank you, my dear Antonio Uscanga. Thank you, my dear Liliana, for coming up. And I will say, yes, in the quietness, the plasma love works, and the portal gets opened. You know, time by time it broadens and give way to all the lovers. And this is the time. Prepare for the change, my dear beautiful souls. Prepare for the change. Thank you, Liliana. Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you, Sweta. Thank you,
Yes.
Rick. Thank you,
Oh,
John.
thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. So here, anybody wants to add anything with this beautiful light and love? I will say, welcome. Here is the call to all knowledge seekers, my dear beautiful souls, all knowledge seekers. Spray the cup. Let's together create the peace dome all over the planet. The dome is here. Join. How? Use the plasma water from your cups of life 1 and 2 to make the plasmatic spraying. And now, as we see in the Zoom live, living, that we are in the spraying of the souls. We are in each other's souls. We are communicating so much. Thank you. Thank you, my Messiah, Shriman M. Keshe. Thank you so much for giving us all the love, and all the love is for you. So here I will say it is on Sunday. You can do it every day, anytime, any moment. But Sunday is a day, you know, a moment of to broaden more, you know, coming together as we see the silence, as we see the, well, you can say meditation or coming together anyway. So Sunday at 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. CST time, knowledge seekers, we can join this praying in these times, and this is beautiful, and everybody is doing that. This creates this beauty and totality. I was also I was thinking that when I was in this path, I just started. I was making the gans and water, I'm still half the understanding of what I'm doing, not even half understanding what I'm doing. I'm just preparing, enjoy, because that was a mesmerizing thing for me. Mesmerizing that you can create, you can nano-coat something. Nano-coat is a highly scientific word, you know, in the science world here. Nano-coating things, nano-coat, but we are doing the nano-coating. We are doing this, we are doing, and then giving was so easy, you know. This is so much in abundance. The abundance came like this, you know. The water is there always, always, and you can give always, no? And many were kind of get relieved of the energies they don't want, as we understand that. Hello? Anybody wants to say anything? Hello? Man. Yes, I will say this is a soul experience as we are doing. And anybody wants to share anything from their side, please to share, as we are all lovers. Thank you. Welcome.
I'll remind our attendees here, the ones that don't have their microphone activated, they can raise their virtual hands and we can activate your microphone.
Well, I think, my dear Rick, today is everybody's full of love. You know, like so much love that they are experiencing in silence, you know? Like, what has happened? What is that? Like that, you know?
The tongues are tied, as they say.
Yeah,
What?
super hooked.
Yeah. Yes, I love this silence sometimes, you know. Well, we also like amazed sometimes, you know. What, like that, you know. Thank you, my dear. Well, understand the love you received always. This is so lively, so lively. This is the civilization. So come and spray
Hello?
your soul. Yeah. Yes. Mehran.
You hear me well?
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
hear me
Welcome.
correctly? Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Rick, who took all these hours without going away. Well, in fact, a part of it, I thought it was finished, and I didn't come back. So, but I would look at the end the other day, some other day. Well, I think we are kind of astonished because it showed that the little bit we advanced, all of us, everybody in his or her level, we got finally to the level that we could dare to ask the leaders in our way to become peaceful. And last year at this time, I didn't think it's possible for us all, different religions, different countries, different languages, different political ideas. Now we are all, we understand each other. We go more or less to the same path, and we do it. We have learned, now we apply it. I mean, that's why it's a bit culminating. I mean, getting to the level that it's not just teaching or talking. There is an action for the good of all. And I suggest that the politicians, because we don't want to bother anybody, they just resign and go away and put their place to other people. So at least they are out of reach of their people. Because I have a feeling media has done the same things all over again and again. I mean, there is no new games. The games have already finished. There is nothing new about it. So I hope we, probably there would be hardship, but that's again part of the game, because hardship means that people would understand they have no choice to survive, but they have to change their way, the way we are going to, in culture, in education, in everything, in divisions. And I think we have to pass that. And as you said, Shweta, we have to get ready. And sometimes we think we're getting ready. I dreamed again last night. I wasted so much my time for things which are not related, that am I ready to take the bus? Do I know where I go? You know, you have to be more concentrated, not to waste time on different things on YouTube and things like that, or the things they want to get us involved, because we really don't know how much time we have to really be ready on our program. You know, like we have to make a program, what we want, and not to stray left and right. I don't know if you understand what you mean, but we are very close. Humanity is very close. I'm nothing. We are nothing, our group, but we are just a few or whatever. But the whole humanity is in this show, with children, with everybody, with adults, with sick people, with wealthy people, poor people. And I know there might be difficulties in front, which is part of the game, but the difficulties is to make people certain that their way has to be changed. So thank you all from my heart, all of you who have done a little bit, and I really, really appreciate it, all of you, and I thank you very much, and I love you all very much from my heart.
Love you too, my dear Mehrnaz. Yeah.
I said, Diana, I'm done. I'm done.
Thank you, my dear Mehrnaz. Thank you. Thank you for your beautiful smile. Thank you, my dear. So with this, we wrap up for today, my dear Rick. If this is okay, we can go to the last slide. And as everybody is full of love today, and be in this love. I will not say understand, but be in this love, my dear. This fullness is very, well, I will say necessary. Be in this love. Feel the love. Be a lover. And this silent is beautiful. So no, we will have to skip this slide, my dear Rick. The last slide. Yes. Here I will say, wrapping up for now, as the moment of the path of peace is so bright that everybody is walking in this with the fullness of love. And I again thank you, my Messiah Shriman M. Keshe, for giving us all this love. And here we are. Here is the key of the universal unified field. We are here to serve, not to be served. The Universal Council. We are present. And this is Shweta Anwar, you see Hindi language. And welcome again, Suswagatam, always to the beautiful, beautiful energy of Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute. Welcome, my dear one. Welcome to the space of love. Thank you so much. And salam, namaste, salute. Thank you, my dear Rick. Thank you. And this is love and always love.
I was just wondering, Sweta, could I bring the concerns of my community?
Yes, of course. Yes, Mark.
Probably everyone knows that there was a very large storm that hit Florida, Southwest Florida, basically directly. Many people have lost everything. And I even know someone who was reported to me, they've lost everything, their home, their vehicles, their boat, everything.
Yes.
So I just wish for peace, calmness to the soul of physicality and to the physicality for all the workers, all the officials that are working on repairing and bringing things back into balance down there. But we just wish for the peace and calmness of the souls of physicality and the physicality, that things will eventually work themselves out for everyone. And that's my wish for Southwest and all of Florida who's ever been impacted by this devastating hurricane.
We are present. Your wish.
I am present, yes. Okay, any other needs and wishes? Well, let me share. Appears that we have progressed to the end of this show. So thanks everyone for attending today's 243rd One Nation, One Planet, One Race for World Peace and Justice here on Tuesday, October 11th, 2022. We had a bit of an abbreviated meeting today, but it was due to an extra long meeting earlier, so it all balances out. And we'll end today with, let me announce first that I think we have Marie's show with TV Galactica starting at, what is it? 11 p.m.
Hopefully
10 p.m.
Yeah, I think it's been moved a couple times, but it's 10 p.m. CEST.
Right, and available on the TV Galactica YouTube channel and on Facebook as well. So people are encouraged to check that out. There's lots of good responses from that show. And we have the Keshe Plasma Reactor Group, which is the next public teaching workshop, and that starts Wednesday, October 12th, starting at 7 a.m. Central European Time. For those who would like to show their plasma experiments or have questions or comments and along that line or other topics that are related to the plasma technology. And,
also, could we mention the Spanish teaching tomorrow in public? I think that's at, again, I'm not exactly sure of the time, but it's both in English and Spanish. So that's a very beautiful touch they've put on these meetings. And Gianni usually stops in there. A lot of knowledge shared in this public Spanish meeting. So I just wanted to bring that to the public's attention as well.
It's 9 p.m. CEST.
all right, thank you, John. That was my next question.
Then what about, hey, plasma beings?
I think it's
What
time,
about it?
Shweta. I think it's time.
It's time. Clap, clap, and dance.
Our little inside joke here, you might say,
Yeah.
but the Flight Enhancement Spaceship Unit is what she's talking about, the music version. And it is our tradition here to share that at the end. So we'll go out with that as per usual. And thanks everyone for being here today. And we'll see you in the next public teaching workshop, if not sooner. Okay, bye for now. Oh, and special thanks to all the co-hosts and members of the Universal Council who put on today's show as well.